It's Nathalie, and I thought I would pop in today and do a little tag for you. I have just a regular shipping tag that I have coffee dyed, and I would probably tea dyed if I drank tea very much, but I don't. I've got a couple pieces of washi tape. I'm not for sure that those are what I'm going to use. I've got some pigment ink, some distress ink that's antique linen, and I have, this is a piece of muslin that I have stamped Surrender. I already have done most of the work here. And I ironed it onto a piece of fusible interfacing so that it has a little bit, it's not a sticky one, so it's just got a little bit of substance to it. I have a songbook page, kind of a wonky shaped heart that I've cut from a piece of cardboard, the inside of that. Piece of lace, just a small piece of lace, and I'm missing my piece of map paper. Here's another piece. I'll grab that. A glue stick, scissors, Sharpie. I think I want to get let me grab a G2 pen. I also have this little, it's a water soluble little pencil. It's kind of like it's not exactly a watercolor pencil, but I guess maybe sort of, kind of. Anyway, all right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So staying with the theme of surrender. Now, some of you have a sewing machine. If you want to sew around this, you can go ahead and sew. But for those of you who don't have a sewing machine, let me just kind of do this. Take the little Sharpie, and we'll just make some little faux stitches on here. Faux meaning fake. So we'll just make it look like it's stitched. And let's put a little circle right in the corner where it looks like a little knot. There we go. I hope I was in the camera. Anyway, the little stitches, and I think I was not in the camera. Anyway, just I use the Sharpie to do this. I'll make sure that I stay above this little dot here so that you can see me. All right. So I've got this piece of songbook page. It's from an old hymnal. And I don't want to use the whole thing. Let me tear off this corner because I like the raggedy edges. I might leave that straight at the bottom. Let's see. Excuse me. Take that. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me kind of lay this and see how I want to do this. I like this conform to him, so I think I'm going to leave that kind of towards the top. I know that I want to put my surrender where it's not really attached. Maybe like that, where it's just across that heart. Okay, and then I'm going to put this at the bottom and my little piece of map paper, and I'm going to go retrieve my map paper off of the scanner here in just a second. Because I've scanned this whole thing so that if you want to print it, and I'm going to do a sample of that one too to see how my print works. So it's like a digital download, ephemera, artsy something. Anyway, we'll see how that works out. Alright, so I'm going to put that over here on the side. And I also want to distress the edge of this. Okay. All right, with my glue stick, let me just go ahead and glue this down. Put it up towards the top so I'll have room. And I think for my heart I probably need to grab some tacky glue. So let me grab that tacky glue real quick. Alright, got my tacky glue. map paper, and so this was tea dyed, and this is left over from my other video, the mixed media map tag. And so this side is pretty pale. This one you can tell it's map, and I like this little spot that's right here. And so I'm going to kind of just tuck this underneath the edge of this heart, and then I'm going to attach, and I've already cut my lace kind of to size. So I'm going to use my glue stick for this. And I'm not distressing this edge because it's already naturally distressed from the coffee or the tea. I don't want to cover up my dark dot that's right there, so, and I want to tuck that kind of underneath like that. All right, just make sure I've got everything glued. There we go. Then I'm going to use my tacky glue to glue down my lace. Just looking to see if it had a right or wrong side. Not using the distress ink, only just used this one, and I had thought about distressing the edge of the heart, and I didn't do that. So I'm going to take this, it's just called a Stabilo, so I'm going to go ahead and, it's just a water soluble pencil. So I'm going to outline this heart. And probably maybe should have done that before I glued the surrender on, but you know, better late than never. Okay, so I've got just a little brush, and I'm going to spritz a little bit of water over here. Just a little puddle of water, make sure it doesn't get on my other pieces of paper. Now you can also use a G2 pen, let me show you that. I'll add that in here. Just there, because it's also water soluble, so if you can't get a Stabilo, you can get the G2 just about any place. Alright, I think I'm going to stop right there, and then what I want to do is I have a scanned copy. And I'm going to try this as a tag, and I'll just do it, speed it up. This is just printed on cardstock. I'm going to list it so that you can go to my blog and get this from my resource library and download it and give this a try. here's how it looks. Here's my original. Of course, I'll go back and put in a tie here. Here's the one that you can download and then cut the images out and do a little DIY. It's just going to be on regular cardstock, and you could put some cream colored cardstock on the back of this to if you want to cover that up. All right, and so if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Visit my blog, My Hall Closet. You'll find some other freebies. Subscribe there. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.